cartoon that I drew to say something about the kids and how the quarantine and the pandemic has affected them. You see, the kids are pale, they have no sunlight, and the teacher, seeing them come back to school, attributes that to the COVID vaccine, the COVID virus, but we know that it was actually from the quarantine and the effect that it had. I'm gonna start with this blank panel here, and I'm sketching out the general forms. I know there'll be a bus because I want to show the context of kids returning to school, and I've got two kids at least and a couple in the background. I've got the teacher waiting to meet them. One kid has an umbrella to block him from the sun, and all of them are basically like vampires. They have pale skin, and they're covering their face from the sun. Put a tree in the background, and now I'm going to start the inking process and trying to make these kids look as pale and unhealthy as possible. These children have been indoors for a year, and they haven't been able to hang out with their friends. They haven't been able to go to school, and so they're showing the effects while the teachers are healthy and tan and relaxed as they've been basically phoning it in for the last year. So look at this teacher. He's got great hair. He's got a nice chiselly build. I wanted to do this weird sort of Forrest Gump hands on the back thing. It looks a little strange, but he's greeting the children as they come in. I'm going to fix that elbow there. Fix those fingers. There you go. I'm going to draw this little umbrellas to this kid in the back. He's prepared. He knows he's not going to like the sunlight, so he brought an umbrella. These kids are basically vampires at this point, sitting in their rooms playing video games. I know that's kind of a boomer thing to say, but that's what is actually going on. And so then I've got a couple kids in the back, and I just want to sort of show the line of kids getting out of the bus. So this kid here, he's got his hand on his face. This one here, he's coming out of the bus, and he's just absolutely screaming from the top of his lungs. He gets fresh air for the first time in a year, and his body doesn't know how to handle it. Draw the general walkway into the school. I'm going to put this tree here to give it a little green. And the paths of the walkway. Add some pieces of grass here to just sort of make it not look so geometric. Sometimes things look a little too perfect in the background. I like to make them look a little messy, a little unique. Okay, let's draw this bus. Something I like to do is not look up at all what something looks like and just draw it from memory. It's a fun challenge as an artist to say, okay, well, I don't know if I know what a bus looks like exactly. I've never drawn a bus, but I think it looks like this, and sell your audience that you have drawn a bus. So what I've drawn here is not with no reference photos. It's just what I think a bus kind of looks like. And I'm trying to make it look enough like a bus that you get the picture of what's going on. There's the windows, there's the stairs. Now, had I looked at a picture of a bus, I probably could have drawn a better one, but it's kind of fun to define in your own mind what is a bus. So now I picked my general color, which is going to be green because we're outdoors. And I'm going to start filling in the pale skin for these kids. They're wearing black. Most of them are dark colors. They've pretty much embraced a goth lifestyle, being indoors all the time. And there's the bus, is a nice yellow, and fill those windows in, and the details there. Fix all my little mistakes and add some dark highlights. And those kids in the back, I'm just going to do them in a single color. Now the teacher, we're going to paint him and make him super nice tan skin, nice sweater. He looks great. He's had no problems. Everything's been going just fine for him. Okay, now let's add the shadows. I want them to look like they actually occupy this space. So we see the shadows on everybody. The sun's coming in from the right, so we'll put that highlight on the right to show where the sun's coming from. Add some reflections to the windows. Give this some realism. And some more shading on the left. Now I'm going to add some more sunlight. I really want this to hammer home that it's sunlight. So I'm going to add some yellow highlights to really show that sun coming in. And now the dialogue. Geez, these COVID side effects sure got you guys, huh? Sunlight, it burned. It burned.